It's a morning show, for God's sake.
DJ Envy.
Better known as the People's Choice. And salute to all my light-skinned brothers out there.
Jess Hilarious.
Jess with the worldwide mess.
Jess don't do no lying.
And Charlamagne the God.
Donkey today.
Everybody come to the Breakfast Club. I call this the hot seat.
Breakfast Club is like being on America's front porch.
Don't feel like my rich cousins that never talk to me tonight.
Every time I go to the Breakfast Club, I know it's gonna be like a good morning.
I'm getting
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now, 800-585-1051.
Not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
This is Henry from LI to CT, man. I just want to say I love y'all. Blessed. Good morning. Jess, it's your beautiful ass. Can't wait for that baby to drop. You name him Henry or her.
Henry.
But yeah, I just want to give a birthday shout out to my brother Jeremiah and my man PK. They're universal twins. They share the same birthday. But I love y'all boys, man. Stay prosperous. And yo, Charlamagne, I need a hat, yo.
I don't know if we got any, but I can send you a copy of my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying. If you
Hey, let's sign it, please.
I got you. Eddie,
Hold on, I'm putting him on hold.
You mail him a book today.
Hello, who's this?
It's Janae.
Hey, Janae.
From
Good
Detroit.
morning. Get it off your chest, Janae.
I really feel like this Kendrick and Drake beef was about to be the most historic moment in hip-hop that we've witnessed. And the fans, social media really ruined this beef real fast.
Talk to me more. Let me hear. Expound on that.
It really made these artists get out of pocket and start acting like they normally don't act. Kendrick getting real emotional, kind of spirally. Drake really not moving like he should. Like, it really made the beef really nasty because the court of public opinion cannot look at these songs objectively.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't give a damn about the court of public opinion. I enjoyed it. I think it was the greatest rap feud of all time. I think that Drake and Kendrick both delivered with the music. I don't see the problem.
I agree. I love the fact that they gave us the music. I love the fact that they came back so fast. I love the fact that it just gave people something to talk about. Now, I mean, you could decide who you thought it was the winner. Some people thought it was Kendrick. Some people thought it was Drake. But I think hip hop really won. I mean, the amount of music we got. I just hope those brothers didn't take it too far where they want to.
They did.
Where they want to hurt each other.
No, they did. You call me a pedophile. You say I'm a woman beater. You say my wife is pregnant. Had a baby by my man. Yeah, you took it too far. You ain't gonna never see them on stage in the future holding each other's hands up. Like I remember how Nas and Jay came out and they did the whole I declare peace thing. That's not happening.
No?
No. Hell no.
I never thought Jay and Thing would do it though either.
Nah.
I never thought Jay and
Nas was totally different.
I never thought I would see Jeezy and Gucci on the stage together.
I never thought I would see Jeezy and Gucci. You might. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're right. With the Jeezy and Gucci thing, you're right.
But are they cool?
I wouldn't say that they're cool, but I think they can
get some money and do the verses, but they not cool.
They could be on the same tour.
They were still throwing crazy shots.
But at one time, they couldn't even be on the same stage with each other.
By the way, it took 20. That was 20 plus years later too. So at least I think it was at least 20.
So we got about 19 more years then.
You got about 19 more years before you see something like that. But I thoroughly enjoyed this battle. But stands are going to be stands too. I think the problem with hip hop is that it's not like sports, so you can't say who won. Mm-hmm. Everybody just wants to go with who their preference is, whether it's Drake or Kendrick. When it's a sport, it's a score.
Yeah.
You know?
Hello, who's this?
This is Keith.
Keith, what's up? Get it off your chest, Keith.
Hey, man, I just wanted to give y'all my Mount Rushmore interviews that we had on Breakfast Club.
Okay, your Mount Rushmore of Breakfast Club interviews. All right, go.
Anthony K. Williams.
Okay.
Amanda Steele.
Okay.
D.L. Hughley.
D.L. Hughley, okay.
And my favorite, Damon Dash.
Those are your favorites.
Out of 14 years, them your favorite. Now listen, the Damon Dash one can go up there. Mm-hmm. I like those other ones, but Mount Rushmore
for interviews. For interviews,
I respectfully disagree. I love those interviews, but Mount Rushmore, not Mount Rushmore Breakfast Club interviews.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
That's mine. You know, I know y'all had
that's your opinion. You're right. Okay. That's your opinion.
Well, thank you, Keith. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. How everybody's doing today?
How are you?
Hey, Jess. How are you, Miss Beautiful? Miss Beautiful.
Thank you.
Hi. I wanted to get this off my chest. I have a small book club, and I read Charlamagne book in one day. It is phenomenal.
Hey.
The new one?
Thank you.
I mean, Charlamagne, we have thought about your book 1 and your book 2, but book 3, we're reading it in the month of July at my book club. It is phenomenal. You have evolved, and I am so proud of you.
Oh, thank you very much. What's the name of your book club?
It's called Sisters and Family.
Thank you, Sisters and Family. I appreciate y'all for reading my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Chapter 6 should be a curriculum for all 8th graders going forward. I mean, we was discussing just chapter 6.
You talk about
that should be a curriculum in DEI, yes.
DEI.
Yes.
Not that one, though. Not the DEI that people are thinking about. Not the DEI that people are thinking about. Not diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm talking about delusion, entitlement, and idiocracy.
That chapter 6.
Thank you very much.
Now, everybody, I'm telling everybody, go hug a tree. I love your book. I love that you have evolved. Thank you for your book.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Make sure you go out there and get a copy of Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks if you haven't already. Available everywhere you buy books now.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray. Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is. We live?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Trey out here in South Carolina. What's going on, man?
What's up, Trey?
What up? What part of SC you calling from?
Myrtle Beach.
Hey, okay.
Get it off your chest, Trey.
Hey, man, so this traffic out here is crazy.
No
hey,
cursing,
man, you
no
can't
cursing.
effing curse, man.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
I want to know what y'all think about the traffic out here, man. In South Carolina.
We're not there. We're not in Myrtle Beach.
Well, I know. Come again?
We're not in Myrtle Beach. How would we know what the traffic is like?
Well, what do y'all think about inflation? That's another thing. Holy crap. I tell you.
Can't stand it, by the way.
Thank you, Trey.
Can't stand it.
Can't stand
I got a baby, and I tell you what, I'm paying $45 for 25 diapers. It is insane.
Man, I be looking at menus in places, and I be like, damn, I was in the hotel yesterday, and I was like, $42?
A hotel be
for
expensive.
a piece of salmon?
The hotel be expensive. And then it'd be like a $9 delivery fee.
Man, got
and the tax, it'd be
I
expensive.
got that $130.
Yeah, no.
Hello, who's this?
Tia.
Hey, Tia, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Okay, so Charlamagne, you act like you don't like light skin, baby.
He don't.
I act like I what?
That Just For Us song come on, and your little tail start the wagon. That Kendrick Lamar song come on.
It's a great
Hey, you
record.
be going in on light skinned people.
He don't like us.
And?
He
What's the
don't,
problem?
and I'm chocolate, so I mean, yeah.
So why you up here caping for beige people?
He don't like
us. You got to love everybody.
I do love everybody, but ain't nothing wrong with us keeping our foot on their beige necks.
See, he a hater.
Oh my God, they bruise easily. You can't do that.
Bruise easily, like bananas.
Let them breathe.
Tia, you're not helping Tia. You're not helping the situation over there.
Them yellow bananas do bruise easy.
We love everybody. Have a good day.
Tia, you didn't help the situation. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, Envy?
What's up? What's your name, brother?
Gerard from North Carolina, man.
Gerard, what up, man? Get it off your chest.
Hey, why you always hit on the Cowboys, Envy?
Because I'm a Giants fan.
Charlamagne, what's up, King?
Peace, King. How you doing, brother?
Jess, how you doing, beautiful?
I'm good, baby. Good morning.
Hey, Envy, I still love you, though, man, even though you're a Cowboy hater.
Hey, but
Super Bowl this year, remember that, all right?
You say that
you
every
already
year.
know.
And since you're from North Carolina, how come you're not a Panthers fan, man?
Nah, man, nah.
See, how old are you, my brother?
37.
Okay, I was born in 1978, so I'm 45. People don't understand, growing up in the Carolinas, South Carolina, and North Carolina, we didn't have no football teams. And so most people that we knew were either, my daddy was a Dallas Cowboy fan, there's a lot of 49ers fans and Steelers fans as well in the Carolinas. So the Panthers didn't come around till later.
The Panthers came around in, I think, 93, established.
That's
93,
right.
30 years ago.
So I'm already married to Cowboys by then.
There you go, man. My daddy told me when they were playing the Steelers in the Super Bowl, man, you got to pull for the Cowboys and nobody else.
That's right.
Y'all been abused your whole life, man.
Finals, man.
Have a good one.
First of all, we were not abused our whole lives. And the reason we weren't abused our whole lives because in the 90s we dominated, sir.
Yes, but y'all don't remember the 90s. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Idris Morning Show. The Breakfast Club.
DJ Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building from Bold and Bougie. Crystal Renay and Tameka Foster. Welcome, ladies.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
what's up?
Good morning. What a title. Bold and Bougie.
Bold and Bougie.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like, did y'all, did all of y'all know each other before y'all started? Because it's Crystal, it's Tameka, it's Malaysia.
Malaysia, and Princess Lofton, Van Lofton. I always messed it up.
Okay.
Van Lofters.
Sorry, Princess. My bad, boo. You know I love you.
Sorry. Did y'all all know each other? Like, we all friends or?
I knew of Malaysia. We've been to like some birthday parties together, but it was my first time meeting all the ladies.
Yeah, well, Princess and I were cool. She tried to get me on Housewives a few seasons, and I don't know. I thought it was going to be messy, but I guess it's still messy where we are.
Some type of way.
Jumped out of the grease into the fire pan.
So what is Bold and Bougie about, if we haven't seen it?
I mean, I think all reality shows have the same premise. They follow the lives of each of the cast. So they just follow us around each of our different lives. Like, she owns a restaurant. I have a clothing business, and I have books and this and that. And they follow us, and then they have us come together and argue about shit we don't know that we're arguing about.
Reality.
They just make up, Like, why did you say? Why were you late to my event? Because I'd be like, because my name ain't on the cake. It's not my event. It's not my birthday. Like, it's that kind of thing.
So why'd y'all decide to do it? Because if y'all knew it was going to be beefing and you know what they're going to put on TV. They ain't going to put the nice stuff. They ain't going to put your restaurant pack. They ain't going to put your clothing line selling out.
They'll show a bit of it.
Yeah, well, they did a good job of showcasing our business and stuff like that. But for myself, I did it because, like, I'm getting back out here. I'm, single mom. And so I'm getting to my bag, period. And that's it. That's all my only focus.
My bag, period.
So why didn't you know how some wives, they choose to keep the last name of the husband. Why didn't you keep the last name Smith?
Well, he's not known as Neo Smith, and those are my kids. That's my kid's last name, so it was an easy decision.
Yeah, well, I mean, people didn't know his name though. He's not known. That's not what they call him, but people do know his last name. Why you didn't keep Raymond?
I still use Raymond. It's easier to use Raymond, but on social media, I dropped it because they would be on my page like, he got rid of you. He signed them papers. You gotta be like, well, damn. But my kids have the same name. My passport. It's just so much to change that stuff.
Yeah.
Your credit cards, your bank accounts, your passport, your social security.
Who got that kind of time?
I don't got time to be in line everywhere like, social media want me to change my name.
Yeah.
Only black community really trip off of that.
Yeah.
Think about it. We'd be mad. That's because they're fans of the artist, so they think that we took their husbands, and it's just a mess.
Well, congratulations on your restaurant business, girl.
Thank you, girl.
And the first episode of Bold and Bougie. You doing music?
Girl, no.
You rapping?
No,
rapping.
No, that's something I do for fun. You know, you've heard some of my stuff. I've heard some of yours.
Yes.
But they played with that scene. They played hard with that. It was nasty.
So you're not taking it serious?
No, it's just something I do for fun to let out steam. Yeah.
Okay. And but you got a name and everything. VVS. What's up?
Well, Eric Belcher gave me that name, so I mean, why not ride with it?
VVS.
VVF?
Yes,
Okay. Got you.
Jesus, I thought she was about to really drop something.
Nah.
She made a single.
Nah.
She did.
I got like hella songs, like over 40 songs. Yeah.
And that's something that you're never gonna do.
I don't think. I mean, I'm 37. I mean, so I don't want to be like
geriatric rapper.
Yeah.
I was freestyling on there too.
I have so many things that are on my plate right now that music is just like, it's a slow like build to making money, and I need the bag to come quicker than that.
Does reality TV help or hurt? Like the overall brand of everything?
So the reason why I even agreed to do it is because I have a clothing line, Eli Kish. And then, of course, my books. And so I was hoping, Here I Stand and White Bras. And now I have an animated book coming out soon. And so I was really hoping that it would really spotlight my businesses. And I think it did a little bit.
Yeah.
It did a little bit. I just think that they didn't get they want the drama of it. So, like, I had a fashion show, for example, and we had too much power running. So the lights went down for a second. They highlighted that 5 seconds of the lights going down like it was what happened? Yeah. Did they not pay their bill? I'm like, come on. It was at an art gallery in Buckhead. It was fine.
And it was nice.
But they made it seem like, instead of showing the clothes and how beautiful the models were and all that, they didn't focus on any of that.
It was a really nice show.
It was a great show, and the clothes were banging, of course.
So it hurt?
It didn't hurt. It just didn't help. It was like, damn. Now, we put all that money into the fashion show and, selecting the models and the makeup and the hair. and you guys want to show the 5 seconds that the lights went out. That's what you wanted to focus on.
Could y'all ever like have meetings, or is it like complaints or somewhere that y'all can be like,
what about my text?
The group chat, girl. Let me tell you, this one with the group chat, we get a message every day.
We are above
10
this.
pages long.
Yeah.
I don't read none of that.
You don't read it?
I love you. I do not respond to the group chat. Take me out of it, please.
I go off. I be giving whole dissertations about life.
Is Tameka the 7-minute voice note person?
No, she don't leave voice notes. She will write you. You see, she likes to write.
I'm a writer.
She will write chapters. But I think that it's all in.
I'm memorialized. I'm thinking, I'd be like, check this out. We are bigger than this. We're above this. I was like, my brand is not that. You know what I mean?
But I mean, when you enter into something like that, you know what you're signing up for. So I think it's up to the individual on how you conduct yourself and how you handle yourself. Like for me, I feel like it was a benefit to me because I don't really speak out. I don't really do all that kind of stuff. So it was able to showcase like who I am as a person and my morals and my standards and how I am. So it worked out for me actually very well.
Would y'all date celebrities again, since your life is so out there? Like they pick and part everything that you guys do.
I think I want a man that sit behind a desk. I think I'm over it. Yeah, just over it. The whole lifestyle. I'll take the forefront. You sit in the bed.
Would you date a bus driver?
Oh no.
What? Why not?
I don't know.
I
think just a decent
I have 3 kids. I'm a single mother, and my bills, the salary does not cover my bills, and it's not for me.
Then they get ready and say, well, why his salary got to cover your bills? You should be able to cover your bills. I already know what the
I
know that's right. I'm just thinking about it,
but it's not.
I just know what the people are gonna say.
I wanted to ask you about your book, Here I Stand. Interesting title, because one could say it's just a cliche term, or one could say Usher also named his album Here I Stand.
That's right.
So why did you decide to name it Here I Stand?
Well, Here I Stand, you remember that was a time where people were really in love and, having their first child and all kinds of stuff. And the album was dedicated to me, if you read the credits and all that. And I was very kind of instrumental in the album, which kind of flopped. So I guess there goes my musical taste. My A&R.
I want to come back to that, but finish this point.
But anyway, so Here I Stand, because I've been through a lot. And so it's about remaining in a beautiful state despite it all. Like life happens. Life is going to come at you. Things are going to happen. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose love. You're going to have heartbreak. But you have to remain in a beautiful state. So things will happen. Amen. You have to come back to being positive and just in a good space.
All right, we got more with Crystal Smith and Tameka Raymond when we come back. They're on The Bold and the Bougie, a show on WeTV. We'll talk to them more when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Crystal Smith and Tameka Raymond. They're on the cast of Bold and Bougie.
Now, I got a question.
Crystal, did you ever key Neo's calls? Because it seemed like you still got a little hurt. Like you did something.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You ever hit his hats?
Yo, you stupid.
Oh, God. Stop. What in the world?
That was try to snatch his head off.
I got you now. Just run with that shit.
Get a storage unit.
Right.
No. I walked away peacefully because when you fight and argue, it's because you still want to be there. And although one of the hardest things to do is to walk away from somebody you're still in love with. But I love myself more, and I knew that I was gonna go crazy if I chose to try to work it out and stay. You know what I'm saying? And I'll always have love for him, but it's different now, so.
How are the kids?
The kids are good. The kids are good. They go and spend time with daddy. They love their father, and they're good.
So the co-parenting is...
I let him be a father, and I be I keep communication at a minimal just because I'm focused on rebuilding my life and what that means for me, so I don't want to surround myself with what the past was that could potentially put me in a place where I'm emotional and all those things. So I choose to just keep it separate.
Yeah. So there was no drunk nights like, hey, big head, nothing like that?
I ain't never spent the block.
Hey, big head.
But did he try? Okay.
What'd you say?
I didn't say it was Jess. What'd you say, Jess?
I asked, did he try?
Listen, I think at this point he knows that there's no coming back. So we're trying to figure out what co-parenting looks like for us, because I just don't want to be around the situation. And I all the respect, all the love to him, and no shade, but when somebody hurts you to a certain extent, I don't want to be in that environment. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all try therapy? Did y'all try to make amends, or you was done? You was like, there's no therapy. You was okay.
I filed the next day.
Damn.
You what?
Crystal filed the next day.
Oh, damn.
After hearing that Breakfast Club.
Really? It wasn't the birthday. It wasn't really. No.
That is what prompted me to
look around. And
Yeah.
How'd you get in his phone?
It was the same passcode as all of his passcodes.
Well, he wasn't trying to hide anything.
See, some of them smart. They put their phone out in the car.
She been around for a minute.
I'd be waking up early. I'd be like, hold on, where that other phone is? It's another phone.
So he was sleeping and you just pick up the phone and just...
Yeah.
No, he was here. He was doing another interview. Yes, he was at the radio station. I was at the hotel. We was out in New York.
You was scrolling down.
So when he came back
Hold on.
to the room...
Hold on.
I was gone. He was
So
gone.
by the time he got back to the hotel from the interview, you was on his head.
I was gone. I know. I didn't say anything.
Oh, you left the...
Oh my God.
And you didn't tell him nothing?
When you need 'em.
You didn't tell him nothing. You just...
No, I mean he knew that his phone was missing, and so he realized, and you know.
Oh my God! You took the phone and left.
They took the phone.
I am a black woman. I am not dumb.
Yeah, look.
You just screenshot everything and just leave. See, I would put it all back like nothing happened.
Yeah.
You didn't try to apologize and nothing. Like you don't.
I mean, of course he apologized, and you know he didn't want me to get a divorce or whatever. But he knows how I value myself, and he knows when I'm not playing. And in that situation, I think he knew that it was no coming back. You know, so. It is what it is.
I would love to know what he learned from that.
We had a beautiful relationship, a beautiful marriage, a beautiful friendship, and I don't regret it. I don't take it back, and I'm appreciative to the love that we did have, because a lot of people don't experience the love like that I had, you know. But that season is gone. That chapter is closed. And
how long were y'all together?
Almost 10 years.
Damn.
You're looking at damn.
No, I wanted to ask you, to me, because you said earlier, Here I Stand flopped, and we were talking about Chance the Rapper, and you know what happens when an artist makes an album dedicated to his wife,
like Here My Dear.
And this album is whack.
The album was good, though.
I thought it was great, but I'm
Here I
saying
Stand was a banging album.
Yes, it was.
And let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this. This is in defense of him, really quick, and then I don't want to talk about his ass no more. Okay.
All right.
That's it. That's it. Enough on Usher.
Okay.
But Here I Stand was so solid because he was ahead of his time. He got married before anybody. This was before J&B. This is before Justin Timberlake. This is before he was an outlier in like trying to be mature and wear suits. That suit and tie. We did that already. Sorry, no offense, JT, but you know what I mean. Like we were trying to make him go to the next level. The fans weren't ready for him to evolve and get to that level. And then now it's cool. Everybody's married, and see, we just were ahead of our time. Like we did it too soon. So they were like, he married this old ass lady and she's whack, and that's that. And we hate him. And so Here I Stand wasn't received the way it should have been, but it was solid songs on that album.
Solid album. You said it flopped, so
really
did that make you feel
I don't mean it flop, but it didn't do a million copies in the first week like, you know, all the other albums.
Is the goal for both of y'all, because y'all have so much going on, is the goal for both of y'all to get to a place where nobody asks you about them?
That is literally what I say. I want the world to know Crystal and not for.
But it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people always say. You don't want people to ask you about him, but you still have his last name. But I'm still my own person. You know what I mean? Diane von Furstenberg is Diane von Furstenberg. She was married to Count von Furstenberg, but she's still an amazing designer. Like this thing, again, it's our community. It's us.
Do you still do styling like that, or not too much?
I have a clothing line called Eli Kish. I will style certain artists if they have certain people if they have a budget. It's not even artists. It's just if you have a budget and you can afford to pay me, I'll style you.
Are stylists a lost art now? Like you don't really see them as like growing up in the 2000s. You would see stylists.
So you see, yes, it's a lost art.
It's a lost art. Styling is a lost art because it's oversaturated with people who have taken the title. You can work at Gap for 3 days and then you're a stylist. All you gotta do is have a lint roll and a trench coat. You be like, I'm a stylist to the stars.
I'm telling you, girl, that's an everybody.
Lint roll in a trench coat.
That's all you need. That's all you need. You walk out and say you the top stylist. I be looking like,
that happens in every league. Listen, people can get 2 viral videos. Now they're a comedian.
Yeah.
You can, you can get a podcast. Now you're a radio personality.
Yeah.
You can, so I think it's oversaturation in every lane.
Every
honestly,
lane. It
now.
probably is, huh?
Yeah.
Because you know why? Not too much on our people, but it's low hanging fruit. You don't see too many people fighting to be scientists or doctors or lawyers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It requires a lot of work.
It requires work and reading, like actual reading, like read. Hello, read. If you would read. No, they want to do what's the easiest thing. Like, I'm a stylist. I love clothes. That's not how it works.
Yeah. Well, I saw lashes. Here, put them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
That's right.
All right. That's right.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Yeah, man. Make sure
Thank
you
y'all for coming.
Absolutely.
scream bold and bougie on all black right now. Go get Tameka Raymond's book, Here I Stand.
Here I stand in a beautiful state.
That's right.
That's right. It's Crystal Renay and Tameka Foster. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, Charlamagne, his book is out today. Get Honest or Die Lying.
Why Small Talk Sucks. Yes, my third book is out today. And this book is all about people who want to start being honest with themselves. Because if you're honest with yourself, you'll stop volunteering lies to other people. And it's just about how I hate small talk.
That's right.
Not just the literal form of like chit chatter, but literally when people have nothing to really talk about, so they just make things up. But also how we turn a bunch of micros into macros nowadays. So we make these small things big issues, and then when the big issues come across our desk, we don't deal with them at all. Or don't even know how to talk about them.
Right. Well, that is the question. 800-585-1051. Let's start with you, Jess. Small talk. How do you avoid it? How do you get out of it?
Yeah, I just walk away.
Just walk away?
But I have a very expressive face, so people will know. Like they be knowing sometimes. Like, okay, she don't want to talk. Like even at my party, there was a lot of of course, white people, who work for iHeart or probably not, and then they were asking, like, yeah, so like, oh my god, just talking, and I just was like. Yeah, and they was like, yeah, you probably don't care. Because it's all in your face, your disposition, how you express yourself. And then, like, some people, I do just walk away from.
Just walk away.
Jess is very good at avoiding small talk because not just her facial expressions. She'll just straight up tell you you're doing too much. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that is the type of boundary you should set when you don't want to have any meaningless conversation.
Yeah, I'm with Jess. I walk away. I walk away. I'm that guy. I'll just look. I can't. But there's times when you can't walk away, right?
Why not?
Like when you're on a plane and you're sitting next to somebody.
Well,
right?
That's when you tell them.
But that's what I usually do in that situation. I cough. I just start coughing.
Oh my god!
And usually they don't want to talk to you at that point because they usually think you have COVID or something like that. So they don't want to talk to you. Or I act like I'm falling asleep. When they're talking, I close my eyes like I start nodding off.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, you're tired. Yes, I am. And that
is crazy. I would never cough, but
what's wrong with your mouth though? Meaning, like, why can't you just tell the person, hey man, I'm a little tired right now, I want to get some sleep.
Because sometimes that doesn't work.
Why not?
Because they just keep talking.
But Envy don't like hurting people's feelings too. Like he don't like that. You can tell, like, he don't really like hurting people's feelings deliberately. Yeah. But I feel like being honest,
Jess is like, but I do.
It's not. It won't be hurting nobody's feelings. I'm being honest with you. Like, yo, I don't even want to talk right now. That's why I got this first class seat, so I can kick back, chill. I got a lot of things to do.
What is the title of the book?
Get honest, or die
lying. Yep. Why are you lying to people? That's silly. Just tell them.
Works.
Now they think you got COVID.
Yeah. Now I'm like, can I move my seat because I can't get my money back.
So what do you do, Charlamagne?
Literally all the things that Jess said. I will tell somebody straight up, like, look, we don't have to do this right now. And this is honestly what the book is giving you permission to do. It's giving you permission to say, hey, we don't have to do this right now. We don't have to make meaningless conversation. And if you do want to have a conversation, I have topics in this book that you can discuss if you choose to. This book is literally like a card game almost. Like you can just draw, different topics from it to talk about. Because I'm not an expert at anything. I just give my thoughts on things, and then we open up the floor for conversation, just like we about to do right now with the phones.
So when Shy Boogie was all in your ear talking about Sexy Red's calf muscle, I don't even know how that came about.
Why you gotta be all in his ear?
Yeah. So how did you get out of it?
I said, nigga, what? And then he laughed.
No.
And he, because we was just taking a picture.
Yeah.
And then that was that.
And then the song came on. He started dancing. I started dancing. And he was like, chill, the baby.
I hit that big back dance.
Yeah.
That big back dance. All the big girls be in the club doing this for no reason.
Oh my God. No, it's the funniest thing ever, yo.
And all of this be jiggling, just the top.
Oh my goodness. Let's go to the phone lines. Jesus Christ. Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Tony.
Hey, Tony, good morning.
Good morning.
So
you
we're
DJ
asking.
Envy?
What? Say it again.
You DJ Envy?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, man.
Good morning. We're talking about small talk. How do you avoid small talk, Tony?
No eye contact.
That's another good one, but people will still talk to you with no eye contact.
I was gonna say niggas don't. I mean, people don't care, yo. They will.
You just a how you doing and bye. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Why do we have to do all that? Like, why can't you just tell somebody,
honest.
I don't want to have this conversation right now. I'm not in the mood. I'm busy. Like, I'd rather be on my phone. I'd rather be sitting here in silence.
Yeah.
Or if we're going to talk about something, let's talk about this. Like, why do y'all got to do all that?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Shamai calling from North Carolina. How you doing, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the guy, and Jess Hilarious.
What's up, Shemai? Talk to us. How you get out of small talk, brother?
Listen, so this is what I do. So, you know, since I'm a journalist and a radio personality, and I have to talk to people that I don't know, I just like, okay, have a good day, and just move away from the situation, or I'll act like I have a phone call.
So you just make excuses up?
Listen. Yeah, basically. But listen, before you hang up, because I know Envy, you like to hang up on people.
True.
I'm going to be in New York on the first week of June, and I would love to meet you guys or to get a tour of the studio if that's possible.
Small talk. Hang up.
I got a phone call. I got a phone call.
I would just love to come tour the studio. I'm gonna be in New York.
I respect, I respect the ask. You know, I just it's a hell of a vetting process though. Like, what is the reason? Like, why?
Who are you?
Well, he said he's a radio
doing?
personality. I think Shemai is the gentleman that goes to college and you do radio for your college, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he calls all the time.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really look up to you guys. You guys are like my inspiration every time I do radio. So I would just love to, get some information and stuff from veterans in the game.
Hold on, Shemai.
So we'll put you on hold.
Hold on.
We'll let Eddie, our producer, give you a thorough vetting. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
Not promising anything, but a thorough vetting.
That's fine.
Just hold on.
That's dope. Okay.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right.
What?
He gonna get in now.
I just gonna close
gonna get
out
on
for us. I just gonna close out for us. Hello, who's this?
It's Tario Envy. What's happening?
Tario, what's up? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Jacksonville, and I ain't got nothing to do with the baseball team.
Got nothing to do with the baseball team.
Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up, sir.
Okay, now we're talking about small talk. How do you get rid of small talk, brother? How do you get out of it?
I can start small talk first, and I want to do that with Jess. Jess, how you doing?
I'm good, babe. How are you?
Okay, hey, listen, I want to tell you you're beautiful, and I want to give you 2 congratulations on becoming a member of the Breakfast Club and on your pregnancy.
No.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, King.
Okay, that sounds great. But listen, this is how I get rid of small talk, why I don't talk to you. You ain't talking about money, we don't have nothing to talk about. If we ain't talking about how to come up, it ain't nothing to talk about, dog. So what we talking about?
Damn.
Those are good macro conversations. I'm not mad at that. Like I said, a lot of times we make a lot of micros, macros. I'm not mad at either one of those conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
You sent me some books a long time ago. Let me get this new one, man, and autograph it for me this time.
Man, if you ain't talking about money, ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do. Why you hung up on the man?
How you say you ain't talking about money?
I'll send him a book. You are crazy, bro.
Crazy,
Why would you do that?
You just
man?
said if you're not talking about money,
It's
I
a
gotta
joke.
talk. Oh, I didn't.
But he was with the model for the book, so he gotta get a book.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
It was
Hey, my bad. Call back if you can, bro. I'll get you a copy of the book, man.
My bad. I thought you said it ain't about money. Hang up.
It was a joke.
I didn't.
My God.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, is available everywhere you buy books right now. Okay? And if you're in New York, in New Jersey, tomorrow I'll be at Barnes & Noble on 5th Avenue at 1 p.m. And I'll be in the Barnes & Noble in Paramus at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
All right.
Great promo. The real moral of the story is do not engage in small talk if you don't have to. You can be okay. Be okay with not engaging in it, and just telling people the truth. Like, you don't have to sit there and talk to them. Like, you really don't.
That's right. And if you want more on what Jess just said, my new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, is available everywhere you buy books right now. Everything Jess just said is absolutely positively true, and it's in this book.
All right.
Okay?
Latario, my bad, bro. My bad. I thought he said hang up. I was going with the... I'm sorry, I got too excited. All right. We got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Oh, my God. Amber Rose doubled down on why she supports Trump.
Okay. And we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. everybody? It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The legend.
Bruce.
What's cracking, baby?
Welcome. How you feeling?
Everything's good, man.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
Now, this is the first time Bruce has been on the show.
Yes,
and I want to, when sometimes when somebody comes for the first time, I want to start from the beginning, right?
Okay.
Now, I know your story because I've been studying you, I've been following you, but for people that don't know, how did Bruce get into comedy? And I want you to explain your job before comedy.
Well, I used to be a chef. I can cook like a mug. And, everywhere I go, I used to always be funny. So I hired this guy one time. I was running a barbecue restaurant, older guy, and he used to watch me in the kitchen when he first started. He's watching me. He said, you need to go on stage. And I ain't paying attention to it. He said, I'm going to bring you something tomorrow. He brought me this album. Back in the day, he had an album. Mm-hmm. He was a comedian, but he was ex-Navy. He was an alcoholic. He said, don't waste your time on this job, man. You need to go on stage. No, what I did, I quit because I had a family. I was young, man, had 3 kids, and man, I went and started working for Frito-Lay potato chips, selling potato chips, and the whole time I'm selling potato chips and on the dock, I'm just funny, acting crazy. So good old white dude said, you need to go on stage. I see you here every morning. Them white guys say, you need to go on stage. You're funny. I look at comedians every Friday, Saturday night, and you need to go on stage. And when I took that step, man, I knew that's why I should have been my whole entire life. And what made me take that step, I was going through a divorce, and my ex-wife said, you'd never make it.
Why'd she tell you that?
So I just looked at it and say, I see you on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been gone. I've been doing it now 35 years.
Now, you also mentioned that you were an only child.
Only child.
Your father left at the age of 5?
Yeah, he was 4 or 5. He was in the Air Force, and he was a medic in the Air Force, and he flew choppers and airplanes, and when he got out, he was an anesthesiologist.
Now, was it important to mend that relationship before he passed? Or
I did.
Wow.
My mother said, I just wanted to know. I remember him, and my mother said, what you looking for him for? Because they be mad, but my mother really ran him off. You know what I mean? She ran him off, man. She was a monster, man. You know what I'm saying?
Did your dad say that?
Oh, no, I just saw it. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this dude is cool. He was really cool, But she like, I don't want it. Everything he tried to do, she just knocked it down. But she was listening to her girlfriends. That's why I try to tell all these young girls, don't listen to no woman that ain't got no man.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you got a woman, if you got a girlfriend, you got a husband, she know how to treat her husband. But a woman that don't have a man, she can't tell you nothing. Mm-hmm. But he left, and he never, ever called us, ever. And my mother didn't even know she was divorced. He did a non-contested divorce because my mother just worked, come home, never went anywhere. So when she said, I think I'm going to get a divorce. And when she went to do it, they said, you already divorced. You non-contested, you put it in the newspaper for 30 days, you don't answer the ad, bam, you divorced.
I did not know
He was already gone.
He was gone.
Oh, he was gone, man. I got married 3 more times. I found it when I was like 40 years old.
So he knew who you were. He knew you were successful.
Exactly who I was. He knew exactly who I was.
Look like?
No, my son looked like him though. My baby boy looks just like him. But it's funny how it dip over, you know what I'm saying? But I met with him, and we talked, and we stayed in touch, and he ended up passing away about 17 years ago. My mother passed away 14 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you and your mom ever have to talk? Did you ever have to say to my mom, it was you?
Yeah. She said, I was wrong. She said, I didn't care. She said, but I had other boyfriends. My mom was fooling around. See, parents don't tell you. They try to tell you do the right thing, but they'll do the wrong thing in front of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Those old dudes used to go with named David, had platform shoes with taps on them. You remember platform? He had taps on platform shoes. He come up the steps, clock up, how your mama doing? And then he'll tell me, hey, come in, let me give you a few dollars. Go down and get you a Coca-Cola, something like that. I know what he's finna do. He's finna get him some tail, you know what I'm saying? So right. He gets some potato chips. I run right out the house. I know what he's finna do. I don't want no food, you know what I'm saying? But he was cool. He was cool to me. He treated me very nice. But she had this one boyfriend she's crazy about. I don't know what's up with women with this one dude that they like. Mm-hmm. And he ain't nothing. Mm-hmm. I mean, man, he wasn't nothing, man. He dogged my mom out, man. He was married. She didn't even know he was married.
Damn.
He's over there every day. Every day. Eating, yeah. God is a good God. You know how to joke with you. Yeah, God is a good God. And I'm going to tell you what happened. When I was in high school, 4 of us used to hang together, and we saw him in his truck. And my buddy said, man, there go your mama boyfriend with your mom. I said, no. I said, that's my mom boyfriend, but that's not my mom. It was another lady. So I got out the car, looked at him, and said, hey, I see you, right? He said, oh, hey, how you doing? Played it off. Come on to my mom's house. I told my mother, I said, I seen him with another woman. He looked me dead in my eye. He said, he did not see me. and my mother believed it. But the reason she believed it, because I didn't like him. So she just kind of figured I made up a story about him, and she let it go. But it took her girlfriend of hers to see him say, I saw that dude with another woman. You know what I'm saying? And it took her to tell me. She dated him like 16 years, man.
Damn.
And I ought to tell you, my mother, I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. Okay, you don't want to get married, but this dude's already married, so you can't marry this dude. When she found out, she was toe up. Yeah,
I heard her.
And you said your Uncle Paul inspired you as far as comedy because he was the funniest person you know?
Oh, man, he was funny, man.
Okay.
He tell a lie. Everybody got to help him with this lie. Every lie he tell. Did I tell him? He like, yeah, he told me. Paul ain't saying nothing. Everybody help him with this lie, but he was one of the best bakers in the world. He practically raised Gladys Knight back in the day. And they used to call him the sweetbread man. And Gladys Knight knew him. His name was Paul Henson Jr. And he went by the sweetbread man because he was the baker in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the man. And he talked about Gladys all the time. But Gladys and I was really raised on the same street. The street was Chestnut Street. They changed to James P. Broadley. I was on 415. She was on like 785, something like that, just right up the street, like 2 blocks up.
Did you know her?
No, I was a little kid. But she lived there with her first husband, you know what I'm saying? But Gladys is a girl, though, man.
Wow.
How were you able to translate your funny to actually make a career of it, but somebody like Uncle Paul, who was funny, couldn't?
Oh, no. My Uncle Paul was just scared to go and say. He was scared. See, black people back in the day had the skill to do everything, but they were scared to do it. They had so much fear. So like young kids now, they'll do it. They were like, I don't care, I'll do it. So I just took it and ran with it. My uncle was one of the best bakers in the world. He went against bakers from France and Italy, you know, from England, and he beat them all out. You know what I mean? Then he had a cheesecake that he made that was one of the best cheesecakes in the world, and they tricked him out of it. And didn't have sense enough to get a lawyer and everything. Gave him like $10,000. They clapping. He was all happy when he
stole his recipe.
Yeah, when he could have got 100 million. You know what I'm saying? But just didn't have the sense and the knowledge to do that at the time.
Oh, I wanted to know, as a child, was Bruce big as a child?
No, man, I was a little bit. They used to call me Little Bruce, man. I didn't get fat till I got married. I don't know why I got married. That's what
all that kick your uncle was
Oh my God, I wouldn't eat it, man. I was just a little bitty dude, just running around, just messing with everybody. I was a little bitty kid, man. But when I got married, I got fat. You know, that's what happened to us as black men. We get complacent. We get complacent with jobs. We get a job, and it'd be, let's just say, General Motors. We make a little money. Oh man, that's a good job. I don't care nothing about no good job. It's about getting out there, getting it, because it's more than that than getting a good job.
I ain't like that question, by the way.
What you mean?
I ain't like the question he asked.
Wait, what?
Was Bruce little as a child?
Oh, that's all right.
I mean, was he a big child?
I wasn't no fat kid, man.
That's what he wanted to say.
Yeah, he thought I was fat. He thought I just couldn't clap my hands.
Of course he was little as a child. He's a
little fat kid couldn't clap his hand. Y'all clap my hand. Ta, 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 ta. But no, man, I was a little kid, little cute joker, man, running around messing with everybody. And, you know, we seem to lose focus, and that's what happened. You lose focus, you start eating crazy. But now I'm back at it, man. I'm 62 years old, man.
Wow. All right, we got more with Bruce when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ Envy. Yes, I lost my voice. Jess Hilarious. Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Bruce. Now, I got a question. What's the most difficult city for you? Because you're on the road, 5 days a week, 4 days a week, seven, 8 shows?
Every week.
What's the toughest city for you?
I'm going to be honest. I never had a tough city, man. I've had some tough crowds when the comedy clubs hold these people hostage. You know, like, let's just say first show is at 7. Second show is supposed to start at 10. All right, they let the first show run over. These people that come to the show at 10 o'clock are outside waiting. So now they're pissed. They pissed, you know. So you got to really go to work to make them laugh, you know. Or go and I'll say something like this. Say, y'all ever been at work and they want to be there? They be like, yeah. I said, that's where I feel now. You know what I'm saying? So when you break the ice with them, you got them. Once you get them, you got them. But you got to run the clubs on time. And it's hard dealing with us as black people. It's hard dealing with our black people, man. But the white clubs, they be on it, bam, because they realize the money they can make in a short length of time.
You know, you just made me think about when it comes to doing business with black people and white people, because I love doing business with my people.
Right.
But I don't think we often look at it as business. Like,
no,
it's
we
almost
don't.
like it should be a personal transaction.
Right. It's always
you want a hookup. You want a discount.
Because people call my manager and be like, man, Bruce, go back 15 and I don't even know this brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I met him at the gas station and you don't know me, bro. Maybe I come across like you do know me, but you don't know me. They'll call and be like, we discussed a deal and he said he would do it for this. That's not true, because I don't discuss money at all with anybody. But they always think it's like a partner thing when it should just be business.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you remember your best show and you remember your worst show?
Yeah, man. I can remember a lot of them, but people don't know it. I know it. I can remember my first. I come on stage and tell a guy, I didn't like that show. Well, people thought it was great, but I'd be like, I didn't like that show.
What was your worst show? Because they said you don't write things down. It's just off of emotion.
I come on the cup. One time I was in Houston, Texas, and I was doing this show, and I was joning everybody out, and this dude came up and joned me, and he was funny. His buddy said, man, go up there. Go up. You know, you would go up there and jone him. He said, I look like a pickle jar. You know, and I started laughing like, damn, that's funny, bro. You know, I said, I'm gonna keep that. You know, he's telling me like a pickle jar up here. I like, oh my God, that's funny. But the crowd loved it because I took it so well. I didn't go off. You know, it was really funny when he said it. And the best show I ever did was years and years and years ago. Is when Bernie Mac was red hot. Bernie Mac was super hot, and it's a part of Georgia called Macon, Georgia, and it's about an hour from Atlanta. And Bernie was performing, had a 5,000 seater, and the feature didn't show up. And the guy said, "Hey man, my feature didn't show. Can you come down and open up for Bernie Mac?" I said, "Yes." You know, I had been in the game there about 5 years. I said, "Yes," and I drove down there quick as I could, and I was on stage, and I can remember Bernie Mac had his arm folded, looking at me. He said, "Who's that dude right there?" I said, "It's Bruce." He said, "He is funny." Well, Bernie went up and ripped it. And I worked with Bernie twice in my whole entire life. Macon, and then I worked with him in Columbia, South Carolina one time.
803.
That's it. But Bernie was a bad dude, man. And people don't realize when he did I'm Not Scared of You on Def Jam, he made that up right then. Because everybody was coming up, they was having a hard time here in New York. Def Jam, they was getting it to him. You know, New York, you know, they don't hold no punches, you know. And Bernie said, man, I ain't scared of them up. And he went up and did it. Him and Capri went together on it, and he ripped it, man. Wow. Bernie was a bad dude.
Was that the funniest comedian you ever worked with?
No, man. I know some funny comedians now. Like Tony Roberts is stupid funny. Tony makes me laugh. You know who Tony Roberts is?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Tony Roberts told me he used to date a girl. Her breath was so bad, it smelled like a horse's hiccups. So,
damn.
Who think of that? Who think of a horse's hiccups? You know what I'm saying? He makes me laugh. Mike Epps. Mike Epps is one of the dudes I trained back in the day. Mike used to be on the road with me. Mike moved from Indiana to Atlanta. I used to take him on the road with me, and then he moved to New York. And he called me one day and said, man, they want me to audition for Fridays. And I said, what you waiting on? I said, looking for somebody like you. And he called me a week later and said, I got the part. I said, you're on your way, Day. That's my man.
Now we seen Cat Williams pulled out his chopper a couple of months ago. He was firing at everybody. What was your thoughts? Because you know a lot of that stuff was inside that became outside conversations.
I think Cat just told how he felt, man, and what's been going on in his life for real, and he just got fed up with it. You know, when people dog you out, let's just say this. I used to tell people, I had a club in Atlanta. It's called Club 559, and I used to tell my securities, I said, listen, when you have an altercation with a guy, be careful because they don't forget you. You don't be forgot about them. So if you throw them out the club, throw them on their head, and they be like, I'm not going to forget that. They won't forget you.
That's real.
But you be able to forget who that was, and you at the grocery store with your woman shopping, he run up on you. You remember me? You're like, no. You have to be careful. So Cat just went through some things, stuff that he never forgot that was done to him. And he's coming back retaliating, and he just told it like it was.
I mean, there's a lot of different things you could take from that conversation, but the thing I took from it that I appreciated, it felt like it put black comedy in a new light.
Yeah.
Like people started paying attention to the OGs like yourself, Tony Roberts. Like I don't know, I just felt like it just shined earthquake. It shined a light on the people who've been doing it.
And people got to understand something about Cat Williams. Cat Williams is not a dummy. He is very smart. He's very smart. I don't know if y'all remember when he had an altercation in Atlanta with Wanda Smith. If you ever noticed, he never lost his composure.
No.
He stood there and drunk his coffee, and he was killing her the whole time. And he's just cool like that. He's very smart. He's a smart guy.
How did you feel about all these artists mention you in their songs?
I love it.
Were you ever surprised? Did you hear it before when you heard "Let Bruce hit it"?
My God, I just hate when dudes say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been let Bruce hit it, bro. You shouldn't be saying that. Your girl should say it, but not me, not you, bro.
He said that on the text this morning.
Oh my!
Did he?
Because our producer was like, "Man, Bruce is already his." We were on the way in.
Yeah.
And so he goes, "Well, entertain him then. Let Bruce hit it."
I was joking.
I forgive you.
That's what he said.
I forgive you.
That's inside stuff, man.
I just thought it was stupid.
Yeah, but he felt we cool, so he just told me.
And our producer told him he was going to HR. I'm going to
HR.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some people that breathing hard. Why did you do that?
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? And Biggie mentioned you in Hypnotized.
Yeah.
When was the first time you heard it? Did you have a relationship?
What happened? I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I'd never forget this. And I wanted to meet him so bad because I was a fan of Biggie. You know, man, he came in and I was on stage clowning. I was joning people I mean, I asked the dude, I said, that shirt silker is, I said, is it silker? You iron it too much, you know, something like that. He walked in, he said, this dude is funny, because if you ever really pay attention to Biggie, he didn't really smile that much. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He just always had that look, this nonchalant look. He smiled on the video when he was on the boat. Remember, he was on the boat and he started smiling? Yeah. He said, I'm going to put you down for real. And when I heard it, I'm like, what?
What was the Bruce line? Because there was people were debating whether he.
Yeah, well, did he say that? Yeah.
What was the line?
It was like, Bruce, who do something to us? Talk goes through us. Girls do us, want to screw us. Who? Me, Poppy, and Puff. Mm-hmm. It was just love he showed, man. He was a cool guy, man. And I actually saw him smile and laugh because I never saw him smile. He just always had this like hard look, like, you know, he ready to fight, but he was really funny. Mm-hmm. He was fun to be around.
So he told you he was going to put you in? Okay, so that's how you know it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listened to it over and over. I just kept going back. I just listened to it over. I just kept repeating it, listened to it over and over. And that was love. That was real love.
All right, we got more with Bruce. When we come back, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning. We are The Breakfast Club. Comedian Bruce is still here. Charlamagne?
Now, out of Def Comedy Jam, Showtime at the Apollo, and Comic View, which one had the most impact on you?
Comic View. Def Jam first. Mm-hmm. Def Jam was the star. And come on now, we got to give it to Russell Simmons. I mean, big up for him. Def Jam was good, but when I did Comic View, see, Comic View started out as Coast to Coast. I don't know if y'all remember that. Mm-hmm. They used to come out to your city and come to a club and film you and then take it back. And DL was the host there. And he's like, look, went all the way down to Atlanta at a club called the Comedy Act Theater. And we seen this guy, Bruce, and they showed me. Mm-hmm. And I did the Coast to Coast when they first started. But I never forget the year that I hosted. It was probably the best year for me that I have ever experienced in my life. They went from 10 million viewers to 20 million viewers when I hosted. And it was great for me. It was good. I made some money. They gave me money for wardrobe. That's why I dressed in all them suits, because I thought I was a pimp. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a straight up pimp.
Why do you help so many comedians? Comedians talk about that you've helped so many comedians in their career, in their life. What gives you the energy? Because a lot of people be like, I ain't helping him because he might get bigger than me. But you talked about so many comedians you do.
Oh my God, yeah. But so many helped me. I never forget when I was in the Comedy Act Theater in Atlanta, and John Witherspoon came to Atlanta, and he looked at me. He say, "You got it." He said, "You really got it." He say, "I like you." So he started telling me what to do and what not to do. And he helped me, took me up on his wing. Ronaldo Ray did the same thing. He helped me on BET when he was my co-host. People don't realize that Ronaldo Ray was a college professor before he started doing comedy. Mm-hmm. He was extremely smart. And he would tell me sometimes, he said, turn your body to the right a little bit when you tell that joke. It'll work better. And I'm like, how's that going to work better? And it worked better. And then the last of the Mohicans who really told me, he say, you won't have to find them, they will find you. His name was Paul Mooney.
Wow. The legend.
Paul Mooney. He told me that. Rodney Winfield. Y'all remember Rodney Winfield? Mm-hmm. That my man took me. He said, a lot of these jokers don't like you. Just because you're funny. He said, keep being funny. You're going to be all right. He used to call me, do shows with him. You know, back in the day, man, somebody say, man, we got a show paying $300. I'm like, let's go. You know, these new kids now, you say, man, I got a show for you. How much they paying? Hold it, player, hold it. You ain't been seen walking by TV, much less on TV. Mm. So what is you talking about how much they paying? Mm-hmm. If I tell you about a show, I'm going to make sure you get paid. Just that simple.
You think social media helped to hurt comedy?
Oh, it helped it. Charlamagne, I wish I had social media 35 years ago. Only thing we had was go in this city early, do radio, try to do TV to get people in there. Mm-hmm. The social media is a platform that really helped a lot of young comedians now. Veteran comedians like myself, they get pissed because all the new young comedians are coming up faster. I've been doing comedy for 25 years, 30 years, and he ain't been doing comedy for 3 months. I tell them like this, if you can't beat them, join them. Mm-hmm. And they're winning. So you might as well fall in the footsteps. They are winning.
But that's why them young comedians feel like, that's why they're asking how much.
Right.
Because they following on social media.
But then the only thing about it, Charlamagne, is when they do get booked, only thing they got to say is what they did on social media.
That's right.
You got to bring out more than that.
That's right.
You know, you got that 7 minutes you got, it's 5. But what about this other 20 minutes they need you to do? Mm-hmm. You can tell when a person is bombing because they'll start talking real positive. You know, we need to take care of these kids, man. And, you know, hey, man, support these women, man. Hey, man, these women need your support. They need your respect. They're bombing like hell.
Yeah.
Because they trying to get positive.
That's his favorite part of a comedy show.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I like to see somebody try to dig themselves out of a hole when they bomb.
Oh, my God.
If you see me laughing really hard, it's probably because you up there stinking it.
Because I remember seeing you, because I watch you guys all the time. I remember seeing you on Ridiculousness, right? Chanel West Coast. You made her so mad. You was calm. You say, I never seen you on anything. I never seen you rap with. I rap with Snoop. She got pissed. They went to commercial.
yes.
I think it happened twice. Am I right?
No, it was that one time.
She was, but do she rap?
I don't. Yeah, I think she did.
Okay, but I didn't know it. But I looked at you and I'm like, oh my God, she's pissed. She got pissed. She moved that hair back. They said, commercial, and she came back. She was more calm. Yeah, we're back here. Charlamagne done pissed her off. He said, I never seen you on nothing. I never seen you with Snoop. I never seen you Too Short. I never seen you. She was pissed. I laughed so hard at that. That was so good.
How big of a deal is it now for a comedian to have a special? Does it even matter?
Well, it's funny you said that, man. Specials are good. I just got signed for a Netflix special.
Okay.
And the reason I just took it, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna do it myself. Like, film it, make them buy it. You know what I'm saying? But they offered it to me. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, I think, around August. So
Let's shoot in Atlanta?
No. We're gonna go somewhere else. I wanna go somewhere somebody think I'm a superstar. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, I'm just average. What's up, Bruce? What's happening, man? You know, they see me in the grocery store, Bruce, what's happening? But I go somewhere like Chicago or Texas. Oh my God, that's where I want to go. In Atlanta, it's my city. I love it. I still live there, and I had a place in LA for like 30 years. LA, just LA. They make you pay for the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is just so high. It's just ridiculous.
It is.
I've got a couple more questions. You know, there's a stigma about black comedians wearing dresses to be funny or having to wear a dress to get to that next level. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I did. It's funny you said that. I did a TV show that I taped one time, never came out. It's called Bruce Bounty Hunters. I was a bounty hunter. I played a bounty hunter. I played a preacher called Reverend Get Money. It was Reverend Get Money. And I played a mother named Mother Marshall, which was crazy. But Mother Marshall was a real lady in my church that I mimic. I copied off her. And I also played, I did it in Indianapolis. And I did not feel comfortable in that dress. You know what I'm saying? At all. And some people could do it. Some people, if it worked for you, it do it. Flip Wilson did it when he did Geraldine. You know, because Flip Wilson's show was a variety show, which I love because it wasn't a black show. It was a show for everybody. And that's what people got to understand. But if they want to dress up in a dress, do your thing. You know, but that's not my thing. Tyler Perry made it big. He's one of the best. But to me, I love Tyler Perry. But Joe is funnier than Tyler Perry. Than Madea. When he plays Joe, when he plays Joe,
Joe is funny.
Joe is funny.
Yep.
Joe have an oxygen tank.
Yep. And smoking weed, coughing, and I say thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So when he plays Joe is the funniest dude. That's just me. I think I love Madea a lot with Joe too.
Yeah, I love Madea, but Joe's
funny to you.
Oh my God. Joe is funny.
And see, back then, when we used to see people in the dresses, or even see like when they used to do Men on Film on A Living Color, it was just funny. Like,
it was
I
funny.
never thought nothing of it.
Men on Film was the thing. Remember when they talked about Moby Dick? Moby Dick. That gets 2 snaps and a kiss and a roundabout. You remember
the twist,
Yeah, the twist, yeah.
Why do you have to say your name twice?
Because my mom used to call me twice. My mama said, if I call you the 3rd time, I'm going to kill you. So... my mother said, if I call you 3 times, you're going to die today. And my mother was a little woman, about 140. I mean, she was just, but loving and knew how to make her way out of no way. Most mothers do. That's why it's always good when you do get successful and you start making money, make sure you take care of your mom. And one thing you got to realize, it don't take much like you think it does.
That's right.
People think like, well, I got to do that. No, your mama don't want that much. She just want to make sure she's okay, she's comfortable, and she got a little money. My mother, the last 20 years of her life, I made sure she was straight. Didn't pay no bills, nothing. But it didn't take much. But then when your family members found out about it, they started trying to use you too. You know, my mom going through something. Well, that's your mother. This one is mine.
Well, there you have it. Well, there you have it. It's Bruce.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Bruce up here for a minute, man, because, you know, I've always just respected you as a comedy legend, man.
That's right, man.
You're an icon, so salute
I
to you,
agree.
Bruce.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
man.
for coming.
It's
Love
Bruce,
and
Bruce.
respect.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Yes, Donkey today goes to a woman named Erica D'Souza. No, let me say this over. Erica D'Souza Vietra Nunes. Okay, she is 42 years old and was arrested Tuesday. Now, mind you, she is in Brazil, but the hee-haw is global, and this hee-haw is warranted because about a month ago, I gave 2 Ohio women donkey of the day for doing something similar, and by something similar, I mean using a dead body, a corpse, to get some money out the bank because Erica was arrested after taking her dead uncle to a bank to take out a loan. She must have done this in the afternoon because she clearly is not a morning person. Let's go to Fox 26 Houston for the report, please.
Police say a 42-year-old woman named Erica De Souza walked into a bank pushing the body of a dead man. It was in a wheelchair. Souza could be seen using the lifeless body like a puppet. She attempted to nod the guy's head and make it appear as if he were signing approval for a $3,200 bank withdrawal. The man is dead. Employees didn't fall for the antics. They got suspicious when the man wasn't breathing, and he happens to be pale. Souza was arrested, and now she's added to our batch of crazy-ass criminals.
What news was that?
Yeah. Fox 26 Houston. That includes moms for Fox 26.
Crazy-ass humans, okay.
You telling it like it is.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons this is insane. Number one, you don't take a dead person to a bank. Everyone knows that a corpse's favorite currency is crypto. Okay?
But
all right? She took her 68-year-old dead uncle to a bank to get a loan of $3,250. Do you see the types of chances people are taking for what some folks would call small amounts of money? Okay, folks do not understand how bad a lot of people are out here doing. $3,250 may be nothing to you, but $3,250 is a lot of other people's life savings. Now, the police chief said that the man was probably dead for a couple hours. Can you imagine someone dying, your uncle, your family member, and the first thing you think about is how to get some money for yourself? No regard for the life this man just lived. There is no way this man becomes her spirit guide. I refuse to be one of your ancestors you call on when you need spiritual backing if this is how you treat my corpse after I'm gone. Furthermore, this has to be some sort of necrophilia. You all know what necrophilia is, right? It's a sexual attraction to corpses.
No, I didn't know that. I wasn't looking that up.
Yeah, a.k.a. the urge to crack a cold one open. And whenever I hear stories of people doing anything with a corpse except for taking it to a funeral home to be laid to rest, then I think they're a weirdo. Okay, Erica, during an interview with police, told officers she routinely cared for her uncle, who was also debilitated. If that's the case, if you was doing what you was supposed to be doing, if you was treating this man right, taking care of him, then you should be in his will somewhere. Okay, wills are a way for corpses to speak. That's what you create your will for, to be able to speak from the grave so the still living can know what you want. That's why we call wills dead giveaways. Furthermore, whenever I see cases like this, I believe they should investigate the cause of death because every single one of these cases is like finding a cartoonist dead in their home. It's very sketchy, okay? Because if you're willing my corpse to the bank to take money out, how do I know this person bringing the corpse to the bank didn't unalive me to make me a corpse? Now, this woman, Erica, is being charged with fraud and abuse of a corpse, and she should be because playing with corpses is not funny. Okay, corpses aren't funny. They are dead serious, and it's a damn shame people don't respect the dead. But you know why people don't respect corpses? Because we don't respect the living. To me, these stories are prime examples of how we as humans don't truly respect each other, alive or dead. The bones of the fallen should be treated with respect and accorded the dignity that was their proper due. If only the living were also granted such grace. What a wonder our world would become. I got that from an inspirational reel. You know those reels that have like the videos of the waterfalls and beautiful greenery with the flutes playing? Got my attention, and I feel like it totally fit here. But the moral of the story is, if you want to play with corpses, become a mortician or a funeral director. Jess Hilarious used to be one.
I went to school to be a coroner/mortician.
And what happened?
I didn't make it through.
How many jobs did you have? He talked about you this morning at McDonald's. Now what?
I had a lot of jobs, Envy.
Okay.
Well, funeral directors and morticians, we need more of those because they are dying professions. Please give
Yeah, very much boo.
Please give
a clown.
Please give Erica Nunes the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Would you like to know why a funeral director started a podcast? He wanted to talk about bodies of work.
Yeah, very much clown out. can't even believe.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Yeah, I can't even believe that you would even be really laughing at that.
It's hilarious.
You have any more?
It's not dying. Like what? A dying profession? People die every day. So actually, that's the reason why I wanted to be a mortician. I was like, you know what? People ain't gonna never stop. Dying. So like,
What made you do that? Like, what made you say I want to be a mortician?
Because every job that I kept getting fired from, like from people who are alive.
So you figured the dead
it's
couldn't
like,
fire
you know
you?
what? Yeah, no, but the dead will make you scared, Joe. And I watched too many movies, and it's just like
You believe in ghosts and stuff like that?
Yeah, I believe in a bunch of stuff, and I was like,
You know why ghosts can't have babies?
Why?
Because they got Halloweenies. That's what the ghost said.
You know what? All right. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Because today is National Co-Parenting Day.
Yes.
So we had to bring in a man who I feel like him and Jess have one of the best co-parenting relationships I've ever seen.
That's right.
Rome is here.
Rome is here.
What's up, Rome?
I got in trouble already, Rome, because of you.
Wow, what happened?
Just say, I want to know who gave Rome some liquor this morning. And I was like, I ain't give it to him. I just told him where the bar was. And
You said help yourself.
Help yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you said it was apple juice. And so I was about to take a sip, and I was like,
No, it was not. You already knew it wasn't apple juice. I just ain't think you was gonna pick the cup up.
Okay.
You and Jess have the best co-parenting situation I've ever witnessed. How did y'all get to this point, bro?
And she thinks she's my mother first and foremost.
Oh my God.
But it took time. I felt like when you take the feelings out of it, and you realize that the child is the most important part of the relationship, because it's still a relationship whether y'all intimate or not. You can do magical things. Magical things. And I think that me being the dad that I was and that I am still today, I wanted that. I felt like if we wasn't going to be together, there was no need for us to beef. We've created over time, whereas now she's my best friend, she's my safe space. I feel like, I can vent to her because sometimes, all the time, I need it. But I feel like when I was pouring into these other women, they would use it against me. Whereas though now that she's pregnant, I don't really call her and say certain things because I know she's going through certain things mentally now. So Jess has always been my safe space though. So it's like she's always been the person that I go to, I call, give me advice. Some advice I don't take, but just to hear her give it to me, just to know that she care. Because like, I don't really have nobody.
How did y'all meet? How did you meet Jess, and how did y'all start dating back then? Like, where did you see it when it was like, oh, this is somebody I want to holler at?
It's crazy because we grew up
Starting to smile. He's starting to smile. He going back.
No, because when my mom was alive, my mom died when I was 10. When my mom was alive, we went to the same church. My mom died, my father really took me away from everybody. So now it's like, fast forward, I'm like 17. It's Facebook. And she came across my timeline. And I was like, okay. So I did a ... and I put a basketball emoji.
Oh, you thought she was a WNBA player?
No.
Just shut up, man.
Little junior varsity.
No.
He playing with you, but
no, she bid on it too.
Okay.
I think I was like, I'm just coming to get my ball, coming to get what's mine, something
Yeah,
like
I said,
that.
what the is this? And you was
Why the
like,
basketball room? I need to know.
I seen it somewhere.
What, Loving Basketball?
No, I seen somebody do that. Like, I don't know where I seen it. Man, you gotta understand
They
this.
put a basketball in the messages.
This is 11 years,
Okay.
12 years ago. So I'm like, I don't know. I did it because I thought it was corny, but I thought it was,
But it worked.
It got her attention.
What do you think, Jess, when you saw the basketball?
I said, what the is this?
Okay.
I just typed that back, and he
I
was
got her
like,
attention.
he said, it was my ball. It's my ball, and I'm coming to get it. Or something like that. I'm coming to get what's mine. And I was like, oh, okay. What's up? I already knew what that was given, what it was.
It worked.
You want to bounce it?
Okay, what's up?
But it worked.
It worked.
It worked. So y'all
It
started
worked.
talking. And where was your first date? What was your first, when you started first talking?
To
What
be
was your
honest, man, Jessica did a lot. I'ma say this. Before a lot of these young guys became Jody, I was Jody. And our first date, big date, I'm gonna say it was Six Flags.
Okay.
Six
doing
Flags.
it. All right. Not doing it big.
But before that, we did a lot of other things. But after that, we did a lot. Like, she introduced me to a lot. Actually, we both was the same age, but she helped make me got me into becoming a man.
Yeah.
Becoming a man. And then, then boom.
Now, Jess
Actually,
always says that you were overprotective, make sure she was good.
correct.
But then she always said you can't fight.
Oh my God.
No, she never seen me fight.
Oh.
I never had to.
Rome, we fought. I got that from.
She did say that.
Of course, I'm not gonna fight her, bro. Oh, it's crazy because I just got a picture from the window you busted mine.
She busted your windows out your car?
Man, no, one window with her fist.
Yeah,
What? What happened?
Oh, you can't beat her then. If she could break a window from a fist out, I wouldn't even try to fight that.
What happened, Rome? Rome had to take a sip thinking about that. That's triggering him. What happened? What happened?
You want to know a real story?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God.
All right, like Jessica pull up. Mind you, we ain't together. Jessica pulls up. I had a girl in the house, so my brother like he comes to the top of the steps like Rome, Jess at the door. I'm like, all right, here I come. The nigga don't even wait for me to come.
He let her in.
He let her in.
Oh boy.
Mind you, I walked right past him and his friends with the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica get in, come down the steps.
But what did I see when I walked down the steps, Jerome?
You didn't see. So initially tries to facade this story. At Ashton, I had a portable rocking bassinet where I could put it in the trunk, send it to her, bring it back. Ashton was in a portable rocking joint. Me and the girl was on the bed. I had on basketball shorts. She had on her uniform pants.
No.
She gonna sit. She's been saying
Uniform
this forever.
pants? Was she in the military?
She was a CO.
She was
She was a CO.
This is correctional
Was she in the
officer.
military?
No,
Great.
she's a correctional officer.
Okay.
So like she's sitting, she facing me, but her legs is like, you know how that go. Jessica come downstairs. She gonna say, "Oh, we was naked. We was not naked. If
There's
we was
no
naked,
pants,
I'd have
no
been going.
shorts, no
It'd have
nothing.
been happening. I don't get naked and
Was she
and
topless?
sit up. No,
Very much,
she had a
very
shirt
much.
on.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's never gonna tell the
Sweetie.
truth. Anyway, she banged the girl.
You beat up the girl?
No, she didn't beat her up. She
I
banged
just
her.
popped her. She
And I
fell
picked her
off.
up and walked up the stairs and threw her outside.
Rome, you could never lift me. No,
Picked
you
up.
never. No.
Y'all see what I'm saying? She
No.
never wants to. She never wants to admit the truth.
So hold on, the CO couldn't fight?
No, I ain't.
No,
No, so she-
I don't know
it
if
was-
she
it was-
could fight or not, but
I
I
grabbed
hit
her.
her one time, and then she
I
got up,
no.
and then she put on her uniform and went
Oh, my
and left,
God,
went
bro.
upstairs,
Like,
and
this
she
is
left.
the truth. Is not. I promise you. I wish it was iPhones and
you
cameras.
started fighting.
then.
That no.
I didn't
and then
fight
my
you.
son was not in no portable nothing. He was on the floor on a blanket, and the cat was looking at him like he wanted to eat him.
She's
Yes,
a
it was.
bullface liar, bro.
So,
Check this out.
Yeah,
My
in
basement
the
has
basement.
cement under the carpet, so I would never lay I wouldn't even lay on the floor.
Y'all been arguing about this for 11
For
years.
11 years.
Yes, because
she never want to tell the
lying.
truth. She was drunk out of her mind, and I'm trying to figure out why her
Well,
husband
first
even
of all, I
let
was
her
just
drunk
getting off
there.
of work, just getting off of
You're
work because
goddamn
I
lie.
had a job you didn't.
You was
I
a
had a job.
goddamn lie. You did not
What?
just get off work. You was fired at that time. So please.
No, I got fired right after that. I was working at McDonald's. That's when I was stealing out the register overnight.
This is so much ghetto love. I love
And
it.
then if I was drinking, okay, I was drinking on the job, but I was at work. So, and then I came to get my son. And
No,
yeah.
you did not come get your son because it was my weekend.
So what I- so
you
what I
didn't
was
get
just
him till Monday from daycare. Why was you coming? No, you was coming to be nosy.
I didn't have to come to me.
And
No,
you found what you was looking
She
for.
had a passenger with her. If you coming to get
my
your son,
cousin
I'm coming to
Nicole.
do.
Yep. She.
Yeah,
I
and
wanted
I
her
don't
to
like
go there
Nicole
with me. I
either
knew somebody
because
was
she
but I
should have
wanted to get
told
my
your ass
son.
go home.
11 years, you still don't like
11
it?
years old, man. That's my dog.
So
my
how did you
dog, but I
punch the
don't like
window?
that.
How did you break the window?
Man, she hit that shit off with her hand.
So you walked out, seen this car, and punched the
No,
window.
I threw her ass out. I
You
shut
never,
the door.
Jerome,
walked.
you're not that. You was not that strong.
Yeah,
Like
man,
you did not
yeah,
throw me
I'm tell you how I threw you.
nowhere.
I had you, and there was steps.
You Jazzy Jeff. Oh,
Yeah, that right there.
He
yeah.
could never, ever, even
Yeah.
right now, could not do that.
Oh,
to
my
Why
me.
you
God,
hit the
bro.
window, though? Why you hit the car?
Because she knew that
I
would
was
hurt
just
me.
really, really
She knew that
mad
would hurt
because
me.
he wouldn't give me my son.
She's
He
lying.
wouldn't give me my son. You called the police on me. Going to try to say his
I didn't
stepmother
call
did
the
it.
police.
You called the police.
I
She
never
said
called
she
the police
No,
on him?
yes,
Well, I didn't
he
call the
did. He
police. I
sent
don't know how
me
to
to jail.
Listen,
You went to jail?
I went to jail that night.
Pause. Listen, hold on.
What
I need
in the
everybody to
Tyler
hear
Perry
this.
tube?
I need everybody to hear this. Where I'm from, the jail is right there.
Right around the corner.
You can walk. It's
So
2
when you
minutes.
called
So they
him,
heard the commotion.
They walked to us.
I don't know how they came.
He called the police on me, and then when the police came, I just sat in my car. I was mad. I was like, no, I came over here to get my son. Nicole did tell me, yo, come on, let's pull off. He's not giving you the baby. He's not giving you the baby. I was like, all right, cool. But I was mad, so I didn't pull off. Police paddy wagon pulled up and got out. And you was like, she right there, she right there. And she ain't even pulled off yet.
Bro,
You was
And
the eyewitness.
They walked
How
up.
was I trying to get you? How did I try to get you locked up when I'm the same one who called trying to bail you out with no money?
I don't know why you ever thought you could bail somebody out with no money.
Like, I ain't sleep that night.
You trying to get out?
Check this
You put her in jail to try to bail out?
Listen, check this out. You ever went through a woman phone?
Of course.
Could you eat after that?
Yes.
You could? Well, I couldn't. I'm comparing that to when she went to jail. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. You know, and
You was sick. I get it.
was
You was
sick.
sick. Yeah.
I didn't want her in jail. Why the I call the police?
Yeah.
All right, we got more with Rome. If you don't know who Rome is, of course, that's Jess Hilarious's baby daddy. And today is National Co-Parenting Day. and we're having a conversation with Rome, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Rome. That is Jess's baby daddy. Today is National Co-Parenting Day, and they are excellent co-parenters, and we're having a great conversation. Charlamagne?
So now, when you hear this
Jesus
story,
Christ.
and you say to yourself, why are they there on National Co-Parent Day? Because they are like the best of friends now. They call each other. Jess calls you her brother. How do you feel about that?
How did y'all get there?
Do you look at her like your sister? Because you said mama.
I was gonna say what you said.
Like
you created that.
Yeah, like my mother. Like when we out of town and shit, like my mother. Now I ain't gonna disclose too much, but she thinks she my mother.
No, I just know
she likes to control. Like she know how I am though. Like me, I'm a loner. I think part of that controlling part is like she cares, and sometimes, especially when I'm under the influence, I've done dumbass shit. So
that's good that you know that. You can admit that.
I've done dumbass.
I don't know if just assist in the back.
Everybody, like, you know, everybody know. But I hold myself accountable to that. Mind you, now I ain't gonna say I learned from one mistake, because I done did a dumbass over and over again. But I think in that aspect, that's when the mother with the V come in. But the her calling me brother and sister, bro, like honestly, without the child, like it's there. It's seen. Like cameras on, cameras off. Like you can't fake this or make this shit up.
Oh yeah, Rome started that. Rome started calling me sis first, and then I started calling him bro. I'm like, yeah, we do have like a sibling dynamic in some way. You know, he still confides in my mom. My mom is our mother. Like it ain't nothing crazy. It's nothing intimate. Like seriously, I always say this. People be like, yeah, right. I can literally walk past this, and I don't do this, but I'm saying I can walk past this man naked, and he does. They be like, "Girl, what?" Like, put that up. I'm talking about seriously. Like,
how do y'all deal with each other's spouses or each other's boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, how do you deal with his girl, and how do you deal with?
Now, Ron, she told us you had 17 baby mamas. 5. Okay.
I never told you he had no damn. I thought you said like
everybody always try to times 2 and shit. Okay. It's cool though. It's cool. I get it.
I said 5.
But this was the friction part. Now we got over that, but the friction part was I'm on my business. I don't get in her shit. But the friction part was her getting into mines. But she's still a woman. I'm still a man.
Yeah.
So women tend to do that, and this is not no shame to women. I don't mean no disrespect by saying it, but I think women tend to do that, especially a woman that care about you.
Well, she said that sometimes you make bad decisions, and she's there as your sister to make sure you're good.
Correct.
Regardless if it's life, relationship, or whatever.
Correct.
She said that on there.
With me personally, I never really I talked to her about certain things, but I never really my family to get into no intimate situation.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Y'all can feel a way about this person however y'all want, whether it's negative or good. If I'm gonna deal with this person, I'm gonna deal with her. Like the female can smack shit out me yesterday. I might get over it and them up. But it's like that's how I was always able to distinguish the two. Like when Jessica with her men, when she come to me, like I ain't never pillow talking or sneak dissing or nothing. Like I don't really care for it ain't nothing I have that I don't. If you put it in that sense. But when she come to me with a man, I tell her, ain't right.
But both of y'all gotta care though, because you gonna want to know who around your son. She gonna want to know who around her son.
I never did though.
Yeah.
I never. So in the beginning stage, don't have this my son. But
Right.
I grew out of that. So now I trust my child mom enough to she won't bring no around my child.
Right.
So I don't say, don't have this around my. That's never been a problem. What has been a problem was envy me, except for my last dog. Yeah, my dog. That's my dog.
Who's the dog?
My dog, Chris.
Chris? Okay, Chris.
It's my dog. Yeah. It's my dog. I ain't gonna hold you. I think man, honestly, me and Jess, man, I think it's been times where a woman didn't like me and her situation. But guess what? Bye.
Yeah, more so it'll be more so on his end because it's much more of them. But the thing is, like, I don't like when because I even tell him when he doing wrong too. Like, yo, don't treat her like that. This is not how you going to introduce me to her. Now I done got to know her, and whether she had a kid or not. Most of the time is the ones that have the kids. But it's like, yo, you gotta do right or just be single. Like, don't keep hurting women in the process of trying to find what you're looking for. I mean, I know that's all a part of dating, but when you have kids, it's different, Right. And then he'd be like, that's why I don't like you to be getting into it, And then I don't like he attracts a lot of toxic women too, like abusive relationships where women will put their hands on him. I'm like, what? yeah, all right, you know, but he don't. He's like, nah, but I might be with her tomorrow. What? She just blacked her eye. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we not doing that. But
Claire, I never had a black eye.
Okay, well, she bust your nose. Whatever. Women have put their hands on you, and you be all right with it.
And that's why she's my dog. Like, I think she's the only one, really, honestly, the one to get the under my skin. Like, it's certain wordplay she used, and I don't care what tone she used it in. But to say that, it's like, bro, I was really never taught how to love. When I moved with my dad, I didn't move my dad and my stepmom, which is my mom now. Me and my mom have a great relationship. That's my stepmom. And my dad was married, but my dad was cheating. Like,
same.
Like, my dad was cheating, bro. My dad showing me that, bro. Like, I'm thinking cool.
Mm-hmm.
So like even when I started dealing with women and stuff like that, and multiple women and all that, my dad was like, yeah, son,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking it's cool.
Because that's what you're being taught.
That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm being taught. Like, and every man in my life that I looked at as a role model to me was the same way.
Same.
So it's like, what you expect. But the good thing is now, it's like, I'm old enough now, and mind you, I ain't perfect now. I'm seeing it. I'm trying to, change it. But I never was taught to love properly. So, and my trust issues is up from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm seeing what he's doing.
Right.
But I'm seeing when it's done to him, his reactions. Like, damn, my you was just doing this, how you gonna get mad?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like, every relationship I've went into, I had an expiration date. I put an expiration on myself. I said, she gonna get, I'm gonna get what I'm getting, I'm gone. So I never really gave a woman the
commitment?
Not even commitment, but I've never gave the woman a chance to really love me.
But even with the kids, like even having kids with other women?
Nah, I had, and this is, like I said, no disrespect to my children, moms, a lot of my children came out of vulnerability.
Expound on that.
And I'm explaining that. So I will meet a woman who I may feel like she's what I need, another safe place or whatever the case may be, but I'm already vulnerable from a previous relationship. I have a child, knowing I don't want to be with this woman, but I feel like I'm forced to be with her because it's a child. And I've done that,
multiple times. You needed a therapist, not another baby mama.
Correct.
Yeah.
But at the time of need, at the time of vulnerability, women can, bro, they be masked up. But like, I never really knew how to be alone. Like, I feel like I gotta have somebody laying next to me. Because even before my mom died, my mom used to sleep naked. This is a back then thing.
How old were you when your mother passed?
Yeah, I was 10, but I was a mommy's boy.
Did you ever really properly grieve?
No. Grieving, no. I never really grieved. All I did was, I thought it was gonna help me by going to school for social work, because that's what she was. But I never really properly grieved, and that's a process now. I do want to get back in the gym. I do want to get a therapist, but I want everything else around me to be intact so that I could fully commit. Because if I ain't fully committed, it ain't gonna work.
All right, we got more with Rome. If you don't know who Rome is, of course, that's Jess Hilarious's baby daddy. And today is National Co-Parenting Day, and we're having a conversation with Rome. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Rome. That is Jess's baby daddy. Today is National Co-Parenting Day, and they are excellent co-parenters, and we're having a great conversation. Charlamagne?
How did y'all, that's the most thing to me, I won't say most important, but one of the most important things, how did y'all realize we don't have feelings for each other no more? Like, how did that just go away? Like, y'all love each other, but not in that way.
I got my answer. You want to go first?
You can go first. What's yours? Because I'm still thinking.
When I stopped caring about who she dealt with.
Oh.
When I wouldn't even care. Like,
how long did that take?
About 3 years. So like when Ashton was like 3.
Yeah, he was still like really young. Yeah.
It was like 3 years, but honestly, that 3 years, like, I had caught a big check. So it was like, I was almost $500,000. So it was like the pain that I had, whatever the case may be, I would like just buy to block it out. But other than that, like,
you ain't try to stun on her a little bit though?
No, I never stunted. No, I never.
Yeah.
No,
I'm waiting for that.
I never intentionally stunted on her. I never did that. Never.
Oh, okay.
I did everything she possibly could ask me to do. And she said on a one of these shows something about a BGE bill, and I'm gonna address that. I never wanted to.
That
address
was on our show. That was on Co-Parenting and
I'm gonna address that now.
What bill?
That's electric
The
bill,
beach,
right?
So I'm gonna explain it. Her lights got cut off.
You
Right.
got a $500,000 check and you
But
got
listen, no, it wasn't right then and there.
Okay.
But it's over time because mind you, because mind you, a lot of my place she helped me get a lot on the back end. But in the time, like I helped her, whatever the case, I didn't know she was moving with a man.
I didn't move with a man.
Well, she moved the man in with her.
Yeah, after.
Yeah, all right,
This was
okay.
After.
So he had you in the dark too?
No.
No.
This was
Mind you,
before I
don't
met
get in
him.
her business, so I don't know that he not there. So boom, here's my logic, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say to her after I explain it. My logic was, all right, man is in the house. Boom, the BGE get cut off. So she like, well, Rome. I'm like, well, I'll take my son with me, but that wasn't me talking. That was the girlfriend I had talking.
Oh shit! You ain't tell me that.
I never told you that because as a woman, you ain't trying to hear that, and as a man, and you being me, I don't want to hear that. So I didn't want to tell you that because I'd have felt less of a man.
Unball your fist, Jess.
So yeah,
but now I understand him. If somebody else is smacking the cheeks, you pay that bill.
So listen, so the girlfriend was
y'all
like,
living in that house.
So the girlfriend was like,
don't talk about no house.
So listen,
now go ahead.
So the girlfriend was like, I took a certain amount of money out the bank. I did. She was with me. She like, why you giving it to Jessica? I'm like, cause she need it.
And she like, oh,
I never
that's
said
why I'm here because of your money.
I never said the reason.
Wow.
I never said the reason. Yeah. I never said the reason though. She was like, what exactly do she need? Because I know you ain't giving her she don't need a bag or nothing like that. I'm like, no, it's something else. She like, well, don't she got a nigga living with her? And mind you, I'm drinking at the time.
You thinking the same thing?
I'm like,
he wasn't even thinking that till she said it.
I wasn't thinking that, but I'm drinking. And I'm like, you know what? You right.
Why you ain't ask Jess though?
Crazy.
All right, you need to pick up the phone and say, Jess, what's up with you?
Because I was a young, emotional boy.
Who had just ran into a bunch of money and a bunch of bitches with that.
No, man, I'm hurt. I'm a hurt young man, got a lot of money. Everybody done f***ed me over. I got some money. I'm doing the one day. I'll make myself happy.
Yeah.
And that's how I went broke.
Everybody except me.
Except her.
Over. You feel me?
Except her. So that was what I was like. And granted, right now on today, I'm going to say I truly, sincerely apologize for not taking care of you the way I should have. And I'm going to take my glasses off. Because for a long time, that shit hurt me. And it's like, I never, ever, ever, especially you, I never, ever, ever, ever meant to do that to you. And it's like now, that's why I work so hard today and just try to even just give you something. But in due time, that shit come back. I done made that shit back, went broke again, made it back, went broke again. But my biggest downfall, the common denominator, was alcohol and women. Them two problems never allowed me to really reach my full potential. Because even when I seen it a couple years ago, you seen it, 2019, when I was single, when I moved back by myself, I ran that up.
Flourish.
But it be women holding me back,
then
man.
Ran into somebody.
So I'm sorry that I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And a lot of my that wasn't your job, that wasn't your dog. I felt that was my duty. But because I had certain people in my ear that I thought had their best interest in me, but when that bag ran out, they left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I'm not a sorry person. I apologize.
Okay. I appreciate that. But listen, I was talking to a nigga. He moved in months after. You think I was gonna move into a doghouse? You think I wanted to see how I was living? No. And when you say, I asked you like, yo, can you just get my my lights on? I'll pay you back. That's when I was scamming and doing all that shit. That shit got slow too. So I'm like, all right. You was like, nah, I take my son. Nobody taking my kid. Not even his father. Like as long as Ash wasn't scared of the dark, we was good. You know what I'm saying? Like I still had candles. We was playing. We was doing all that. We would stay outside.
That turned you up a notch.
Until it got dark, and then we would go in the house. And he ain't never asked me why the lights ain't coming on. It don't matter. So as long as he was good, I was good. I just wanted to be able
to call your baby.
You know what I'm saying? And just be like, yo, get my lights back on for me.
And you should have.
Yeah.
But guess what? That made you a demon. And when I say demon, I say it in the best way. That turned you up. And I got to teach my kids, especially my oldest boy, my 11-year-old, bro, like, I don't want you to have to go through something bad to learn a lesson.
Right.
I don't think everybody should have to go through something bad to learn a lesson.
Right.
But in your case, I feel like, that put that battery in your back. And no, when that battery came in your back, you ain't treat me no way.
Nope.
It took still a minute for us to create that bond.
Yeah.
But y'all have it now, and I think y'all both should give each other some grace because y'all was dumb young.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
real young.
And I always was a hurt young man, so.
Right.
But I love this story
Correct.
because it shows the foundation and how
Correct.
y'all are now.
Yeah.
And how y'all treat each other now. You know, I don't know you, but the way she talks about you on the radio and like you said, she is a mother. She protects you. She holds you down. I just love to see it.
Yeah.
No, sometimes I be telling her to stop talking about Rome like that.
He always do.
I
But
do.
it's
I be
like,
why you be talking about Rome? But I get it. She don't mean no harm by
No,
it.
she don't. Like I said, man, like, I wish a lot of other people would take from us.
Yeah.
And that's why this gotta be on TV.
That's why y'all writing the book.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
that. Book coming, everything
Oh, the
coming.
book
man.
coming.
yes.
Everything coming,
there
man.
you
What do you
have
think
it.
the most important thing? Because I want y'all to save a lot of this. But what's the most important thing it takes to co-parent? If y'all just leave it on that because it's National Co-Parenting Day.
Yo, I started off. Communication. Like a lot of people be scared to hurt each other's feelings, and a lot of people be afraid to have uncomfortable conversations, whether it's about kids, unhashed differences, whatever. Like one day, me and Rome just literally met up and we just talked about everything that he felt like I did him wrong in certain situations, and then he felt like I will always try because he says I'm controlling a lot, and I do take that. You know what I'm saying? I own that. I do. Like I was trying to control how he parents sometimes, like how he would raise Ash and all of that type of stuff. We just put everything on the table and just was like, all right, you're moving forward because it's really about Ash.
Right.
And that's really like when we, after that, it was like no looking back. It's like, all right, whatever. Cool.
Piece of cake.
I'm sure it's a discussion that'll continue on, not even just amongst, Jess and Rome, but just amongst anybody out there.
That's right.
Dealing with co-parenting issues. But I think Rome is talking to a lot of different issues that a lot of us men go through. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that you was vulnerable this morning, Rome.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, there you have
And
it.
their book is coming soon via Black Privilege Publishing.
Love you, y'all.
Simon & Schuster.
Yeah, love you more, sis.
All right. Well, it's Rome.
Yes.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, and the positive note is simple. Progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?